What is up, YouTube? In today's video, I'm going to be talking about BSV because what is this coin doing right now? This is a great coin to be talking about, especially right now. Now, as far as exactly when to buy it, I'm going to be going over the technical analysis, smaller time frame, bigger time frame, the whole shebang. So it's going to be really awesome today. Go ahead and hit that like button for me. Also, hit that subscribe button with the notification bell because I am dedicated to uploading on my channel 5 days a week, all through 2020. You can also comment down below where you're tuning in from in this beautiful world. I love to hear it. So yeah, BSV, this coin is Bitcoin Satoshi's vision. And as you guys know, I do not base my trades on purely fundamentals. I base my trades on chart patterns. So although this coin has a lot of haters, just like Bitcoin Cash did before it mooned in its first cycle, I think that from a technical analysis perspective, this one is very worth talking about. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get straight into the video. So this is BSV on Bitfinex, and I am on the 3-day candlesticks to start with, but let's just go ahead and drop time frames a little bit here right off the bat down into the 1-day time frame. So we're going to go a little bit shorter time frame here. Now what we can actually see forming is what's called a classic double bottom pattern. So this is where you have a bottom form, and then you have another bottom form, and then you have a resistance form out of those two bottoms. So it kind of makes that triangle shape. And what actually happens is when you confirm the double bottom pattern is when you break the resistance in between the triangles. So this right here, sometimes people like to label them as 1, 2, and 3. And so this would be when the 3 or the 2 point breaks, then you actually have a confirmation of that bottom pattern. So what we're looking right here in BSV is a double bottom pattern with a large breakout candle. Something that is a pretty strong buy signal. There's actually more than just this double bottom pattern going on though with BSV, you guys. This has actually created an ABC correction as well. So this is an A, B, C. So there's an ABC correction. We have a double bottom pattern. We broke out of the double bottom pattern. And we had a very, very nice consolidation pattern previous to this. So we can go ahead and take this date range tool and you'll see that we had 179 days of consolidation before we actually made our first impulse upwards. So this chart right here has a lot of things going for it, you guys. And that is something that I like to look for when I'm doing my trades, when I'm looking at charts that are potentially going to see large increases. I want to see confluence in multiple different areas. Elliott wave theory, pattern perspective, so falling wedges, bull flags, double bottoms, inverse head and shoulders. I like to see a confluence in all of these different patterns when I take the trade. And I really do love to see this large consolidation range. This reminds me a lot actually of the way that Bitcoin Cash originally, when it was first released, how it dumped, consolidated, made its first Elliott impulse, double bottom, and then went up for a new cycle. It's very, very similar in nature to the Bitcoin Cash cycle. And it doesn't surprise me that that's the case because, you know, Bitcoin, and then there's Bitcoin Cash, and now there's Bitcoin Satoshi's vision. So they all have Bitcoin in the name, so that they have similar trading patterns associated with them isn't too big of a surprise for me. This consolidation pattern is very similar to the 2015 Bitcoin consolidation pattern as well. So there's lots of confluence going on, you guys. And then there's also this huge descending resistance. There's that one, and then there was a lesser descending resistance right here, and we've broken above both of those descending resistance levels. Whenever prices get above the $254 level, we are officially in price discovery mode. When stuff goes into price discovery mode, it usually goes parabolic, meaning that it just keeps shooting up, shooting up, shooting up, shooting up. It might have a little sell-off on the way up like this, but then it just breaks right back past that resistance and keeps shooting up. And so that is price discovery. And it's very, very fun to be in a coin that is going into price discovery. I've done it multiple times when Bitcoin broke out of the $1,200 level or $1,100 level range of the previous all-time high and then went up to 20,000 per coin. That was price discovery because prices had never seen those levels in the past. So Bitcoin Satoshi Vision, very, very awesome chart pattern, kind of what I'm looking for here. And I actually posted a signal for this in my VIP group. So shout out to my VIPs. I love you guys. If you guys are interested in getting those signals, make sure that you go into the description right now, click on my website and check out the signals, because we have been posting in there quite regularly. And this is one of the charts that I posted right before it saw some very nice gains. So this right here is a 1, 2, and we're making a 3, 4, 5 wave. But that's actually just the first little wave in the cycle, because in the big picture of what's actually going on here is we have a very, very large 1, 2, and we're making a very, very large 3, 4, 5 wave. So we've got a lot of upside coming for BSV, in my opinion. Things could change, but you guys, this chart pattern is very, very strong right now. And as far as technical analysis goes, this is a very, very hot pick in the coins. Now, you guys, I know, like I said, a lot of people hate it. That's usually a good sign. People hated Bitcoin Cash. It did very well. People hated Bitcoin. It did very well. People hated Ripple, XRP, for the people that get mad when I call it Ripple. It did very well. And you just have to remember that sometimes the coins that are hated the most are actually performing the best. And the reason for that is because retail money loses a lot of the time, institutional money makes money a lot of the time, and they're picking the ones that they know are good even when retail hates it. And Bitcoin SV, in my opinion, is one of those coins. It's also number 8 in the total market capitalization, with about $1,452,000,000 in 24-hour trading volume. And the current price is $148. So what is a price target for BSV? What is likely, what is possible in the next cycle? To kind of finish off this video and discuss how you actually find price targets when you go into price discovery. Now, when I say this, I'm not saying that the chart is just going to hit this price and then flip back around and go all the way back down, and that will be the exact point of the top of the entire market cycle, and that's where the reversal is going to happen. That is a retarded perspective to have. You're just going to confuse yourself to try to pick the exact top, even with Fibonacci extensions. And what we're really looking for here is your first area to start taking profits. A place where you can be like, okay, we went significantly into price discovery mode. Now I feel like this is a great time for me to take some profits. And then you can leave some in there to let it ride further on the upside. So what I'm looking for is that first target price. So what I like to use is a trend-based Fibonacci extension tool. And the way that this works is you do it between the 1 and the 2 wave. So if I go from here up to the 1 wave and then down to the 2 wave, it gives you all of these Fibonacci extension tools. Now, what I've seen in 3 waves is that we almost always extend past the 1618 inside of the cryptocurrency markets, which is the minimum target for the 3 wave. So the price of that 1618 is about $432, but I think that is a little too low for a first price target. And so what I'm actually looking for is between the 3618 and the 4618. In this specific case, I think between the 3 and the 5 wave, we will definitely reach the 4618 or the 3618. So my price target for BSV, my very first price target for BSV is going to be about $880. So we can just take this, 880 is our first price target, and then my next price target for BSV is going to be the 4618 at $1,100. So that is a very, very great price target of a lot of percentage gain from current prices that we're seeing today. And that's just below 10x in value actually. So $1,100 per BSV. And then you could let it ride, you know, it may go parabolic beyond those points and continue on the upside, and you can keep a little bit in there, but I would be taking 25% off at 3618 and 25% off at 4618. and maybe even another 25% off at the 5618 and letting the rest ride into the market, that final 25%, because you've already made so much at that point that you can let a little bit ride into the market. Even if it went to zero, you would still be so much into the profit off selling at 3, the 4, and the 5618 that you will be well into the profit range. And that last 25% is basically just like a free investment into the coin. So that is what I'm looking at with BSV. Those are my price targets, you guys. 1100 per BSV is very possible in that next cycle. Again, this is Elliott wave count 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 wave. Now obviously we could easily extend further than that in the 3 wave, and 5th waves can be extended 5th waves, which means it can go even more parabolic than that 5618. But those are kind of the angle that I'm looking at this with BSV currently. So thank you guys so much for tuning in today's video. Happy Friday, everybody. Hit that like button for me, hit that subscribe button with the notification bell, and comment down below whatever you have as far as questions go and where you are tuning in from this beautiful world. I appreciate and love every single one of you, and I will see you in my next videos. As always, stay profitable out there.